to 7% of the capital.
7%.
My long-term forecast is it's going to go to
700.
13 million over 21 years.
13 million.
13 million. But what is it 5 years from now? You're in your 4-year calculus.
You know, it's been growing 44% a year with about a 40 to 50 vol. I would think it'll move on at 40%, then click down to 35, then 30, then 25.
Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and thank you so much for your support. In this video, I'll be showing you why the price of Kaspa is really pumping and what should we expect after this bounce back. I think Kaspa is just getting started. Now, if you think this is everything that Kaspa has, I think you are not really paying attention. Now, we saw the price of Kaspa go from 0.05. This was the low, but before going to 0.05, so before bouncing back, I said that there was a big possibility that the price of Kaspa could have gone to 0.04. But the good thing is that the market or the price of Kaspa managed to really have a big comeback. Now we have shifted momentum. We are currently in a bull trend. We are currently in an uptrend. So this is where everyone got chopped out. All of the people who were impatient really got destroyed here. For the people who were selling, most of the people sold their Kaspa when the price of Kaspa reached 0.07, 0.07, when the price was ranging around 0.06. But the true believers of Kaspa really held strong, and some of them, for example me, I would give myself as an example. We had an opportunity to get a lot of Kaspa here at a very cheap price. Now the price of Kaspa is at 0.09. This is not something that really excites me so hard or something that I celebrate like it's a big win. I think this is good. It's really good to see the market or to see the price of Kaspa go up, but it doesn't really excite me that much because I understand that there is a lot of things that are behind these pumps. There's a lot of things that make the prices of Kaspa go up. Now, instead of focusing on the charts, instead of focusing on what the price is doing, I just focus on the fundamentals, the things that drive these prices. Now, instead of focusing on these ticks, these candles here, you just better focus on the things that are happening in the ecosystem, the growth, development, and everything, the vision, everything that is being accomplished in the ecosystem is the one that leads to these massive pumps. Analysis, I made a technical analysis in the previous days, and you can see that the market really respected the levels that I really put. When the market came here, I said, okay, if the price of Kaspa breaks down here, it's going to really go up to 0.06, and it actually did so, because you can see the way the market breaks these low zones that I say, it breaks these zones really massively. And I say that these key areas that I always draw attract price. So when the price reaches at this zone, it usually breaks so hard. It either bounces off really hard or breaks to the downside really hard. As you can see here, there's a lot of stop losses were taken. Then the market, the price of Kaspa really pumped. Then it came back, took a lot of liquidity, because the people who entered here, the people who pushed the price of Kaspa to here, are the people that had orders back here. So they have to fill their remaining orders. That's why the price of Kaspa had to come back to 0.05. This was something that I really saw coming. And I expected, of course, the price of Kaspa, if the market conditions could have kept on being worse, I expected the price of Kaspa to go to 0.04. This is not something that I say that the price maybe could have gone to 0.04. It's not something I felt bad about. It is something that I saw as an opportunity. And right now, we are seeing that the price of Kaspa has gone way up to 0.09. And I think we have a very key area. Just watch out for this zone here, 0.09. I think the price of Kaspa is going to test it, but when it rips this level, we're going to see a huge pump, we're going to see a huge pump here. If it decides to break, because this zone is really strong, it is going to, let's say, play a little bit, but when it breaks, it is going to break this level, and we're going to see a we're going to see levels of 0.013, 0.015, and unfortunately for the people who've been selling their Kaspa, this is a sad moment for them, because Kaspa has been dominating the markets. Kaspa has been really doing well. Kaspa has been outperforming most of the cryptocurrencies. As you can see, in a sea of reds and just a little blues, you are seeing Kaspa doing 11%, 12%. It is the only cryptocurrency that is really getting big and big gains. It is good to see the price of Kaspa going up, but in terms of price affecting my conviction, of price affecting my decisions, that is not something that is possible. I just look at the things outside the price and the things that really cause the price of Kaspa to go up. Now, talking about the things that are causing the price of Kaspa to go up, has been putting a lot of pressure on Jerome Powell. He has been sending consecutive tweets saying that Jerome Powell is a loser for not cutting rates as fast as possible. Preemptive cuts in interest rates are being called for by many. With energy costs way down, food prices including Biden's eggs disaster substantially lower, and most other things trading down, there is virtually no inflation. With these costs trending so nicely downward, just what I predicted they would do, there can almost be no inflation, but there can be a slowing of economy unless Mr. Too Late, a major loser, lower interest rates now. Europe has already lowered 7 times. Powell has always been too late, except when it came to the election period when he lowered in order to help sleepy Joe Biden, later Kamala, get elected. How did that work out? So he is actually constantly attacking Jerome Powell with his high interest rates. He wants interest rates to be lowered. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Is it good for Jerome Powell to fold or to bend to Donald Trump and cut the rates as he says? Or is it actually good for Jerome Powell to do what he thinks is right? Let me know in the comment section. But I believe low interest rates are good for crypto, and low interest rates are good for the prices of most of the crypto markets. And low interest rate is what low interest rates is what Donald Trump wants, because he wants a weaker dollar, and that is what he is actually fighting for. But let's take a look. In the previous video, I talked about the possibility of Donald Trump firing Jerome Powell. Now, when you go back in history, something like this has ever happened. We're going to start with Turkey's president. There was a time when Turkey's Erdogan fired central bank chief Murat Sentinkaya. So this name is actually difficult, but we can see that in history there was a time when one of the presidents fired a central bank chief Murat Sentinkaya. So this is actually possible. So if something like that happens, we could see something what happened with Turkey. After Turkey's president fired the central bank chief, we saw the price of lira really go upside. It really rallied a lot. So whether Donald Trump is going to fire Jerome Powell, this is something that I think most of the people are discouraging, because it puts a bad reflection. It's going to really undermine the US dollar as a world reserve currency. So let me know what you think about this also in the comment section down below. Now, Kaspa has been really making waves when causing this massive pump. I think it has to also be related with the Kaspa Crescendo hard fork. We had this announcement from this Kaspa account. It is not official, because there was some discussions in the community that most of the people regard this account as an official account, but it is not an official account. No website, no Instagram, no X, no YouTube account is official. So this was something that led to a lot of debate, because this account at some point they decided to rebrand their name to Kaspa Unofficial, which sounded really wild and it did not sit right with most of the people. So unfortunately, people raised their concerns and this account decided to go back to its original name as Kaspa. People know this account, it is unofficial, but most of the people look out for this account because they believe that it is one of the true sources of information about Kaspa. I said in the previous video also, when I was starting into Kaspa, I just read most of the things that this account was posting. But at some point, I considered this account official. But they declared that this account is not official and Kaspa has no official account. So let's take a look at what they said from this Kaspa account. And it said, you know, the Crescendo V 1.00 upgrade report Approximately 14 days left until the crescendo hard fork. Node agent account 57.76, mining share 52.38. So we are seeing people continue to upgrade their nodes, which is really good. But we also have another announcement from Code of Staff, and he said 2 more weeks before the hard fork, and we are currently about 51% of the mainnet blocks mined. The top pools are transitioning, so we expect about 34 pp more. So effectively putting us at 85% of mainnet hash rate support on v1.00. So the rest are unreachable or unresponsive. So the target is 100%. So comes from Code of Staff again, and he said, I'd like to commend the CAS community. I learned that several members have taken it upon themselves to check in with their respective pool or exchanges to verify that they have upgraded. I'm sure these efforts are helping drive this upgrade progress immensely. Thank you. So this is just to make sure that people upgrade their nodes to the crescendo hard fork, and this is going to really be massive when it comes to the day of the actual launch. So this is something really cool. I think it is a very, very important update. May 5th, 2025 is going to be a big day for Kaspa, and we are currently seeing signs. Kaspa is just something that, now if you think Kaspa is not going to do good, I think you better start thinking again, because this is just without, you can see these types of pumps, these are just normal pumps. It is just a normal day for Kaspa. Now once we have the 10 blocks per second, once we have Binance and Coinbase listings, once we have institutions start to come into Kaspa, once we have the development that is happening with the Kaspa key, all of the development that is happening with the layer 2s, including Igra Labs, Casplex, and everything that is building on Kaspa, I think Kaspa has massive potential. These are just going to be normal days, and that is why it doesn't shake me, it doesn't move me seeing Kaspa really pump this much, because it's going to be a normal thing for us to see Kaspa get, let's say, 12%, 20%, 50% in a day. It's going to be a normal thing because of how massive Kaspa really is. Now, so let me know in the comment section, are we going to continue seeing these kinds of pumps, or is it just a minor pump or a minor reversal? So let me know what you think in the comment section, and if you like the video, don't forget to hit a like and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps so much to support this channel and to promote Kaspa to as many people as possible. So thank you so much and take care. See you in another episode.